This is frontline policing. From a drugs raid in Swansea,
brown powder there which we believe to be heroin,
to an Elvis event in Porthcawl. Crime rates have been falling steadily across Wales, but this kind of work could be at risk from budget cuts.
We were told that the cuts were going to be eye-watering. We're just waiting to find out what level those cuts are.
South Wales Police deal with half the crime in Wales. Their control rooms took 2 million calls last year, and that, they say, makes them the fourth busiest force in the UK. In Pontypridd, PC Sullivan is out on patrol. He knows being visible in the community is what really matters to the public.
Just turning back the clocks, really, when the public used to see a police officer's face around the area.
But will this kind of policing survive the comprehensive spending review? Well, speculation about cuts to the police's budget vary wildly, from 12% to 40%.
We reckon we could achieve £9 million worth of savings in the first year. That leaves us with a significant gap of about £5 million.
The UK government says it will do everything it can to support frontline services, but nobody doubts the huge impact the cuts are going to have. Giselle Ruskin, Wales Tonight. Hello, good evening. I'm Giselle Ruskin. Welcome to the programme. Cardiff Council faces a £90 million budget shortfall over 3 years and the loss of hundreds of jobs. Council leaders have told Wales Tonight they can make up the shortfall without affecting frontline services or making compulsory redundancies, but that some job losses would be unavoidable. Following the UK government's comprehensive spending review next week, it's estimated councils may face a combined deficit of around £600 million. Chris Perry reports.
But until the government in Westminster and Cardiff Bay unveil what money they've got to play with, there remains a huge sense of uncertainty over local authority finance. Chris Perry, Wales Tonight, Cardiff.
A doctor from Powys has been suspended from practising medicine after the General Medical Council said she may pose a risk to patients. Sarah Mile used allergy and nutrition-based methods to treat some illnesses, and that prompted complaints from other GPs. Earlier this year, she was banned by the GMC from prescribing drugs for 18 months.
I genuinely thought that I had presented the GMC with so much good evidence supporting my practice, my clinical opinions, the scientific evidence that underpins the techniques that I use. I genuinely thought that they were going to lift the sanctions and I could then get on with my normal practice.
The parents of a senior aircraftman from Flintshire who died in Iraq are waiting to hear if a memorial to him will be taken out of storage. Peter McFerrin was killed alongside 2 RAF servicemen in a mortar attack near Basra in 2007. His parents want the stone back at their church in Connors Quay after it was removed a year ago because of vandalism. Sport now, and the Blues have picked up a losing bonus point in tonight's Heineken Cup tie against Cast. The French side dominated the first half and their persistence was rewarded just before the break with tries from Vincent Indigo and Marc Andreu. Different story in the second 40 though. Mama Malitika lifted the Blues early on, and at the 11th hour the video ref decided Scott Andrews had bagged number 2. Castor ultimately took the spoils 27-20, but a European point in the bag for Day Young's men. Elsewhere, the Ospreys claimed a Welsh victory, running out 27-16 winners against London Irish at the Liberty Stadium. Now, 15,000 runners will be hitting the streets of Cardiff on Sunday morning for the annual half marathon. Plus, there'll be 30,000 supporters lining the streets to cheer them on. And while many run to fulfil a personal ambition, thousands will also be doing it for good causes. Carl Edwards now on how the marathon money keeps many charities running.
It's that time of year again. After all the training, thousands of runners are gearing up for the Cardiff Half Marathon on Sunday, pinning their hopes on getting a good time after pounding the city streets.
And finally, we don't often send birthday wishes on Wales Tonight, but when we heard about Esther Vickery, we had to make an exception. Esther, who's from Swansea, is thought to be the oldest woman in Wales. She's celebrating her 109th birthday today. She was born in the year Queen Victoria died, and she's having a special party at her care home.
I've had plenty of hard work and I've been caring for others. But I haven't regretted it. Hope I've done good.
And a very happy birthday to Esther from all of us. Let's get a weather check now. It's over to James. And that's Wales this Friday night. We'll have the next update at 5:25 tomorrow evening. Don't forget the website for details of all the top stories, itv.com/Wales. But for now, from the late team, it's goodbye.